me take a step back and talk about
Please, yeah.
some anecdotal experience that I've lived when I was working as a CISO for an MSP for years.
Yeah.
So I have one instance. We were doing, we started our security practice back in 2016 or 2015. So you talk about not security tools not being able to work with the PSA and not being able to work with the MSP ecosystem. That was almost every tool we were using at that point, right? So I literally had an admin at billing time who was doing the stare and compare, looking at the portal for the provider and literally manually typing in number counts on invoices, and it was an all-day thing, and she was fantastic at it. I mean, she never missed, but that's a whole person's day that you're 8 hours a week that you're wasting. So there's efficiencies lost there.
It's easy to look at the hard costs of your business. What am I actually paying for this tool? What am I charging for this tool?
Right.
The soft costs are the trickier one to pin down, right?
Yep.
And it takes some good business practices to be able to do that. You said it perfectly, Jesse. You got one person who's spending 8 hours of their day reconciling all your different services. How much are you paying that person? They're making $50 an hour. You're sinking $400 a week if they're doing it, on the 1 week into that practice. Right? That's your soft cost. There's a fine line, I think, that we all need to try and make sure that we walk between too much automation and control of your business, because especially billing, ultimately, that is, what am I charging my customers? Like you said, Jesse, if you're overbilling by 5 figures, that can cost you that customer the second they see it. And there's no conversation you're having that's bringing them back. I've seen an unfortunate number of times where the inverse is true, where someone comes in and they're a new Gradient partner and they go through and they do their first reconciliation cycle, and their accounting team starts to place bets on how many thousands of dollars under billing are they on each individual customer. Your customer probably knows that they're underpaying you, but who's going to call you and tell you to charge them more? If you're underbilling someone, you can't go back 6 months and ask for that lost revenue that you left.
And you shouldn't expect, you almost shouldn't, well, you can expect, but you might not expect to do that on your own mistake, right?
Exactly.
It's a tough position to stand on for somebody that you're trying to have a good relationship with.
Ultimately, the biggest thing that is important to keep in mind when it comes to billing is that there is such a thing as too much automation, and ultimately having some degree of checks and balances in place to ensure accuracy is probably more important than automating every single piece that can be.
Yeah.